That kind of behaviour is not acceptable. You're an international athlete.
This is the first day of our build-up to World Championships in Liverpool. Luke always compares these programs to climbing an algae-ridden mountain in flip-flops, and that's kind of what it felt like today, to be honest. So it was a tough session today, but it should just get gradually easier from here, and we've already done a bit of a competition build-up, obviously, for the Paris World Cup, so we've got some residual fitness left over from then, so it won't be quite the algae-ridden mountain climbing and flip-flops as we think. I'm trying to learn how to read. I do know how to read. I just mean like read properly, like read books upon books upon books. I don't enjoy reading for the most part, so your question might be, why are you reading? Well, essentially there's three main reasons for this. Reason number one is I don't enjoy reading. This is because I didn't enjoy school at all. So when I thought about reading, I just associated it with schoolwork and homework. So I didn't read when I was younger. I think this is wrong that I associate it with schoolwork because I believe reading can be enjoyable. I just need to get there. Reason number two is based around social media and using my phone too much. I came up with this good analogy of what social media is. It's like opening a new book, reading one paragraph, then closing the book, picking up another book and reading another paragraph and doing that repeatedly. That's essentially what social media is. It's too much short information that your brain just isn't gonna remember and therefore makes the whole story just pointless and a waste of time. So I'm trying to start reading full books and be on my phone less altogether. When I get that urge to pick up my phone, I just pick up my book instead. And reason number three, and the thing that motivates me to read the most, is that it's challenging. It's challenging to not be on my phone. It's challenging to read full stop because I associate it with school. And it's even challenging just to set aside time in your day to sit down and relax and read. I'm also dyslexic, which makes that reading side of things a lot harder. But I never back down from a challenge, and that is what I'm doing to myself, is challenging myself to read as much as possible. A very positive thing about training in a gymnastics centre is you can nap on almost any surface because it's just very soft.
20 minutes later.
Right, nap's over. Now it's time to wake myself up and get ready for a good session.
That kind of behaviour is not acceptable. You're an international athlete. You have a following online. You're bringing my name into disrepute. You hear that? The whole goal of the program is that when you put your hand up, you are getting. Alright? Hi.
We're in the stage of really just sharpening up this routine. It's just over 2 weeks until we travel for World Championships, so it's kind of the stage that it should be at. Endurance isn't really an issue anymore. It's just about finding those cues in the routine that I can say to myself during the routine to make those skills as good as possible. I know that this routine is solid. I've shown that consistency in Paris and on the lead up in training to Paris for myself just. So it's not a case of whether or not I'm going to go through this routine, but about how well I can go through this routine that really matters. Like always, I'm still ticking over on floor, mostly because it's just fun to do floor and it makes just doing pommel a little less monotonous. But I find that the more time I spend not doing floor and just thinking about doing floor, my floor work actually improves when I go back to doing it. Because it's such a technical apparatus, you can make those improvements just all up here. When I was younger, I used to do all of my forward tumbles from a handspring, and then the past couple of years I switched it just from doing my forward tumbles from a run. But now I'm kind of going back to doing it from a handspring. I feel like it's a much more efficient way to get these tumbles done, and I think I'm more of a technical gymnast rather than a powerful gymnast. So I feel like handspring will give me that juice that I need. Myself and Eamon are doing slightly different programs. He's doing 2 routines to try and improve his endurance today. So it's a tough job doing 2 back-to-back routines. Come on, Eamon. So I asked the Patreon supporters to fire me a couple of questions, so I'm going to answer those now. I'd asked what is my next competition I'm participating in. It is the World Championships. The qualification day will be on the 31st of October, so mark that on your calendar. Cody asked, is my family attending the World Championships? And he's going to watch me compete as well, so that's cool. Yes, they will be coming over to Liverpool to support me. They got their tickets a couple of weeks ago there, so that'll be great to have them in the crowd cheering me on. It's always special when my parents come to watch me compete. Martin and Ryan have asked, you've recently had a silver medal win, a no medal placing, and a gold medal win. How do these 3 different outcomes help you prepare mentally, physically, emotionally for your next events? Yeah, so every competition kind of has its pros or its cons. Obviously, what we want to be doing is going and winning gold medals every time, but it's sport and that can't happen. So instead of analysing the actual results and the medals that I take home, I more analyse my performances. And for the most part, the results do reflect the performance. So if I analyse the performance right, then that means that the results will hopefully change for the better. You know, anytime that I don't come home with a gold medal, it's because of my performance. So it's more looking at how I can change that to then make sure that I'm on that top podium. On the preparation for our
Anyway, that'll do us for the video, mates. Consider liking it.
I just consider it though. Don't actually do it. In the name of C.S. Lewis, we bid you farewell. And a safe journey home. Right, mate, go to your room, seriously.
Rain and get it over